Good morning, children. Today I will be starting with you a new chapter in civics, that is government. This is a very interesting chapter that we are going to begin today. Before starting the chapter government, let us all know what a government is. So the word government comes from the Latin word governare, to guide or to rule. It comprises of a group of people who manage the country and looks after our welfare. It makes laws and implements them by setting rules and regulations. So what basically a government is? A government refers to a governing body that makes decisions and get things done for the welfare of its citizens. It maintains peace and so keeps the society in order. We all know that government works for us. A government controls a huge country and manages the work of the whole country. But how does it do so? The government is run with the help of and cooperation of a team and its leader. The government has many agencies like the police, the legislature, the judiciary, which all together helps in the working of the government. Now there are various functions of a government. There is a long list. Let us discuss few of them. A government maintains law and order in the country. It deals with the criminal and civil cases and solves disputes through the courts. It works to maintain peaceful relation with the neighboring countries. It protects our international border with the help of armed forces. It also organizes search and rescue operations, relief work and rehabilitation provisions during the time of crisis, during natural calamities and disasters. It also constructs and maintains roads, bridges, sewage disposal system, hospitals, schools, museums, public toilets, parks, and everything else that comes under the public property. Now, government has so much of work to do. So, where do it get its money from? It definitely needs in finance and money for running all this work. A government needs money to provide facilities to its citizens. Now, this money comes from the tax. The tax is a charge that is levied by the government on the incomes of sale and income from the sale and purchase of various things to raise the funds for its expenses. So, a tax is a very important source of income of the government. Now, here in this picture, you can see various kinds of income. The money that is earned by the government for the running of the government smoothly. The money comes from goods and service tax, for corporation tax, borrowings, income tax, non-tax revenue, federal excise duty, customs, non-debit capital. So all these are the sources of revenue of the country or the government. Now the organs of the government. Now there are different wings or organs of a government which functions for the well-being or the working of the government together. There are basically three main organs of a government, which are legislature, executive and judiciary. These three together work for the government. The first one, legislature, is a law-making body of the government. It frames all the laws which are written down in the constitution. The second is the executive. Now, the executive is that body which puts the laws made by the legislature into effect. It sees to it that whatever laws are framed by the legislature, they are put into effect or they are practiced. They are being practiced by the government properly. And the third one, that is judiciary, is also a very important organ which ensures that the government abides by the rules laid down in the constitution. Whatever is written down in the constitution is being followed properly by the government is seen by the last body, that is the judiciary. And if it is not being practiced properly, judiciary has the power to punish. Here you can see the three branches of the government, that is executive, legislative and judiciary or judicial branch. Now the government is divided into three different levels, that is national level, state level and village level. The first one, that is the topmost, is the central level, or the highest level on where the government works, or this is the highest level of the government, that is the central government. Now the second one works at the state level, which is called the state government, and the third one which is there is the village level, which is called the local government. Now next we come to three types of government. There are different types, not only three, but there are more, the various kinds of government that we get to study from different countries. Now three most important ones we are going to discuss over here. The first one is monarchy. Now the monarchy, this kind of government is the oldest form of government. This In this kind of government, the king is the head. King or a queen is the head or the ruler who has all the powers uh, to rule or to exercise. All the powers rest with the queen or the king. They have the supreme powers to rule, and whatever rules they are framing, the people or the kingdom has to follow. This kind of government is becoming very rare nowadays. It is still followed in places like Jordan and Morocco. Next is a dictatorship. In a dictatorship, a small group or a group of people or a single individual controls a country. The people, now the people who challenge a dictator are severely punished. Why they are severely punished? Because they have no authority to defy the orders of the dictator. They have to listen to him. If they don't listen to him, they are either penalized, that is they are punished, or they can be killed for that also. Now example, very prominent example of a dictatorship kind of government is Adolf Hitler, which we remember in history. It is a very prominent example of dictatorship. Next is the last one, but the most important one is democracy. The democracy is a kind of government in which all the power lies with the common people who elect their representatives by voting. Now, the people have the supreme power. They elect their own government, and the the government which wins, they make the party, they elect their own leader, and then they rule the country. So if the people feel that the government which is chosen is not working properly, they can even pull them down. Now this kind of government is being practiced in India as well as in Japan and few other countries, which we will learn later. Now here you can see a list of three types of government, that is union, state and local government, that we have discussed already in the earlier slides. The union government is the topmost government, the second is the state government, the last one is the local government, which is practiced in the at the village level. Now there are two types of democracies. We have learnt about democracy. Now there are two different types of democracy. One is direct democracy and another one is representative democracy. What is direct democracy? In a direct democracy, the people directly make laws in this form of government. It is suitable only for a small populated country. It cannot be followed by a country which is heavily populated or hugely populated. The second one, that is the representative democracy, is a kind of democracy where the leaders are chosen by the people, but the members of the body is called the legislature. The government is followed by this kind of government is followed by countries which are highly populated like India, China, Russia, etc. Next we have two forms of representative democracy. Now, representative democracy is again divided into two types. The first one is the parliamentary, and the second is presidential form of government. Let us discuss the first one, that is the parliamentary form of government. In this form of a government, there are two heads. There are two different heads. One is the prime minister, which is directly elected by the people and who is the leader of the majority party. Uh, all the important functions are done by the prime minister with the help of his council of ministers there. The president is the formal head of the state, but the real powers which are there, they lies with the parliament. Now, this kind of democracy is being practiced in countries like India and Australia. The another form of government which we need to discuss is the presidential form of government. This form of government, legislature, executive are separate. The president is chosen independently through presidential elections. The president is the actual head of the state, and he enjoys all the important powers of the country. The president is the policy maker and the legislature is the lawmaker. Now, this kind of a government is being practiced in countries like USA and China. Now, the last thing that we are about to discuss here is the universal adult franchisee. Now, what a universal adult franchisee is, this is a very important thing which is being practiced in our country. According to a democratic country, all the citizens of India who have reached the age of 18 um, can cast their vote to elect their candidate or elect their representative of their own choice. And these people who are able to vote, who are given the right to vote, despite whichever caste, whichever religion, um, whichever caste, color, creed, religion they belong to, they have the right to vote. They may belong to any gender, they can be rich, poor, they can be a man, a woman, anyone, but they are allowed to vote. So this is known as universal adult franchisee, according to which every member of the country who has reached the age of 18 are um, given the right to vote. They all have got the right to vote. Now, with this, we have come to the end of the chapter. I hope you have understood whatever has been discussed over here in the chapter. Thank you, children.